We are starting today's video in a bit of a different place because basically what I wanted to do for today's video is talk about the sustainable things I use every single day. There are plenty of videos out there about zero waste swaps with like 20 plus zero waste swaps, the ultimate guide to zero waste swaps, etc. But what are the ones that we use every single day that we swear by, that we would suggest to anyone, that are our favorites? So today, this video is going to talk about some of those. So if you're new here, make sure you subscribe. If you like this video, make sure you hit the like button, of course, and we'll go ahead and get started right here. So naturally, one of the first things I do when I wake up is I grab my phone. I've tried for a while to not have that be the first thing I do when I wake up, but a lot of the times, of course, it is. So I have an iPhone 8 Plus. It's not the newest version. I've never had the newest version of the iPhone because I always buy my phones secondhand. I find this to be the easiest, the most affordable, and the way that makes the most sense to buy a sustainable phone is to buy it secondhand, because most of the environmental destruction that happens comes from the mining and the production of the phone. And what's happening now in our society is so many people are upgrading their phones so quickly and tossing them, not even recycling them, when they're still completely usable. So that's where I come in, and I always purchase my phone secondhand. This one is no exclusion. Also, all my cameras, tablets, laptops, all secondhand. And I'm really excited to partner up with Trademore on this video because they are a service where you can get your own phone secondhand or used. But what's really great about Trademore is they actually have a 30-point inspection system. So you can ensure that whatever phone you're getting with Trademore has been completely inspected and up to date to be working properly. Trademore only sells devices that have a 100% on their 30-point inspection, so you never have to worry about it. You can rest assured that the item you're getting is good quality, which is what we all want, obviously. You can even sell your old devices to Trademore so that someone else can get use out of what maybe is no longer serving you. So it's a really great service that I get asked about a lot, about sustainable phones, and I think secondhand buying used is the best way to go, and especially from a trusted retailer like Trademore that has a very in-depth inspection so that you can rest assured you're getting what you want. They also have a 30-day return period, so you don't have to worry about, if something does go wrong, they have a return period and you can trust them. So definitely right now with the holidays going on and everything, a lot of tech is going to be gifted. Always recommend purchasing secondhand. Definitely recommend checking out Trademore if you need to sell or purchase any tech accessories or items. And we'll move on to the other stuff that I use every single day that is sustainable. Another thing that I use every single day is my wireless charger made from recycled materials. Very convenient, and no wires have to be like all around when I'm charging my phone. As you probably already noticed from this video, tech has a huge resource footprint, so we want to make sure we're purchasing things that are either secondhand, made of recycled materials, and all that sort of good stuff. So that's what this is. And then this is my lotion, which is on my bedside table, which means I literally could not live without it. This lotion is by a brand called Plain. When I'm done using it, I can send it back to them, and it's not just a recycling program, it's a reuse program. So they refill these aluminum bottles. A, it's not plastic because we all know the issues with plastic, and B, it's not glass because glass is quite heavy and it's very breakable. So by packaging it in aluminum, it's a really great option, especially since they reuse the packaging, and I couldn't love it more. But these three things, I guess, my phone, my charger, and my lotion, are all the things I use every single day and are on my bedside table because they're the things I use the most, you know what I mean? So obviously I also use a sustainable phone case every single day, and mine is by the brand called Pila, and they make all of their materials from agricultural waste product, which makes it completely compostable. And if you missed my Christmas gift guide, I'm gonna link it up here because you need to watch it. And also, you would have missed my announcement that I came out with a Pila phone case that is completely compostable that has my quote on it: "You cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do." And it's sold exclusively through Earth Hero. So if you missed that, this is what it looks like. And obviously a phone case is something that you use every single day in combination with your phone, and a sustainable one is really important, and I highly recommend Pila. Not all of the other brands who have ripped off the way that they make their, what do you call it, their patent? Their formula? Not all those brands out there who have ripped off what they have come up with and then they started selling them. Like, I really hate that. It makes me angry. So highly recommend Pila all the time. But let's also head into my bathroom so we can continue this video of sustainable things I use every single day. Obviously, every day we all brush our teeth, at least I hope you do. And what I use every single day to brush my teeth is a bamboo toothbrush, so that we're avoiding more plastic with plastic toothbrushes, obviously. And this is David's natural toothpaste, which comes in an aluminum tube instead of a plastic aluminum laminate, which makes it very difficult to recycle traditional toothpaste tubes. So these two goodies I use every single morning, of course, to keep my whites pearly. I am still on the hunt for a toothpaste that has fluoride in it. I'm sure a lot of you are. Most of the more sustainably packaged toothpaste just don't have fluoride. Actually, all of them. I have not found one that has fluoride in it yet. Fluoride is in our water here in San Antonio, so my dentist says I should be fine, but I'd still rather have one once it comes out. But for now, I use this every day. Today is no exception. Something else we should be using every single day is sunscreen. So if you missed my recent video with Hiram where we talk about skincare items that are also good for the planet that are Hiram approved, I'm gonna link that right here. But something else you should be using as many days as you can, if not every single day. Sometimes I forget, but I try every single day to use a sunscreen. This one is reef safe, it's by Versed, and the reason that I think it's a sustainable option is because they use recycled materials in this packaging. It says it's made from 79% post-consumer recycled plastic. I'm going to take this opportunity to have a little teaching moment with you. Number one, if we're not purchasing products that are made of recycled plastic, but we are recycling plastic, are we even really recycling anything? As I sit here on my bathroom cabinet, I just want you guys to know that recycling is important. If we can do it right, it's important. And it's important to remember that recycling is a business, not a charity, not something anybody does for fun. It's a business. And in order for recycling to be profitable enough to make advances and to do it correctly, it needs to be profitable on the market. Hence, purchasing items that have recycled plastic in them encourages more brands to use recycled plastic in their products, thereby making the recycling system a lot more efficient and productive, profitable, and therefore better for the planet. Honestly, sustainably packaged SPF is really hard to come by, especially in quantities that are enough to use on your body. And while this one I only really use on my face, I find it really cool that it's made from recycled plastic. So definitely want to check them out, and like I said, they are reef safe and they are Hiram approved, so highly recommend this brand. You can actually, I think, pick this up at Target, which is really nice, but I'll have it linked below. Okay, now we can head downstairs. Every morning I come downstairs and I take out one of these little packets from my Care of box because I've been taking their B12 recently instead of the one I was taking before, and it's been giving me a lot more energy, so it incentivizes me to remember to take my vitamins even though I used to forget. This video is not sponsored. I partnered with Care of in the past. I could probably leave my discount code for you in the description, but their packets are made of compostable films, so I can put this in my compost when I'm done with it. It's not wasteful plastic. It's about as zero waste as taking vitamins gets, so I'll take these and then we'll get to work. Installing a rainwater barrel is honestly one of my favorite things we've done since we moved into this home because it was actually really easy. We did it all ourselves. I have a whole video about it. I'll link it up here. But aside from installing it ourselves, it's actually really easy to have it just right there. I can just walk up there, fill up my little watering can, and come in here and water my plants, which I have a ton of, and I have a whole plant tour too if you want to check that out. But with almost 100 plants, being able to get my water mostly from rainwater, sometimes we run out during the summer when it gets really hot. But for the most part, I always have water in there that I can just go outside, bring back inside very simply and easy, and water my plants without any worries, and saving the planet a little bit, reusing what nature already has to offer. And from what I've been able to understand, my plants actually like the rainwater a lot more because the water that comes from your city has different minerals and treatments in it to make it safer for humans, but plants don't really need all that stuff, you know? So getting them water from outdoors helps the planet and helps them. And my rainwater barrel is definitely something I use every single day that is a very sustainable thing that I do, and I feel really good about. And now we come to the place where all of the magic happens, and you may be thinking,
Shelby, we were in your bedroom a while ago, now we're in your office.
You are correct, but this is where the magic happens. This is how, you know, my whole world goes around with my job and everything that I do that I'm so passionate and excited about. So let me show you a few things that I use every day in my work life that are sustainable as well. So this is my desk. It's actually a standing and sitting desk made of bamboo. It can crank up or down. So this is down for when you want to be seated, and it can crank up to a standing desk too. which I love about it. Bamboo is a really sustainable material, but it's not my desk that I want to show you. It's also not all of my tech, all of my camera gear, all of my laptops. Pretty much everything except for a couple hard drives that I use to run my channel are all bought secondhand, so I feel really good about that. But I want to show you my planner, especially since the new year is coming up so quickly. This goes out to everybody out there who has tried to do their planning digitally and it just didn't work. Honestly, trying to keep track of all the things I have to do on like a digital calendar is, well, equal parts stressful and inconvenient that I prefer to do it this way, because online, as I update things, like everyone who is on my team can see that when the schedule gets changed. It would be a lot easier for them if I could just do it on the computer, but it just doesn't work with helping me keep things in my brain as well as when I write them down. So this planner I bought last year. I think this is my first full year using it, but why I really, really like it is it's actually refillable. So the top here and these little, what do you call this? Spines, I don't know. They basically are reusable year after year, and you just replace the paper inside. So even these inserts that are like plastic, they're reusable every year. All you have to do is order different paper fillers, which are obviously recyclable, just paper. And what I really like about this planner specifically is their little daily tabs. You can date them yourself and put which day of the week. So like as I'm planning out my week, if I don't need to plan anything for say a Friday, maybe I'll be driving to my parents and like that's all I'm doing that day. I don't need to waste a page for it. Like in a normal planner, if it already had the date and number on there, that piece of paper would just be wasted. Whereas with this planner, no days get wasted, so I really love that. I have 3 pages for each month so that I can keep track of like my personal stuff, my YouTube stuff, and there are 3 different calendars so that I can compartmentalize them in my brain. Nothing particularly is sustainable about the brand that makes this. This is a vegan leather planner, which I like, and I'll have it linked below. I think I have like a referral thing, but I could not live without this planner, so definitely a sustainable thing I use every single day. So it is that time of day for me to actually get some work done. I'm gonna do that, and I'll meet up with you guys for either lunch or dinner. See you soon. Okay, I lied to you. I'm catching up with you after dinner for a snack. We're going to make one of my favorite snacks with one of the sustainable items I use every single day, which is my new-ish cookware set. So these are my new pots and pans set that I got that is sustainable, and then I have been using pretty much every single day since I bought them. If you didn't know, using old like non-stick pots and pans that have that layer that can scratch off when you use them is actually pretty detrimental to your health. And so I decided to go all in and buy a whole set of these by the sustainable brand called Green Pans. So they use recycled materials, renewable energy, all that kind of stuff. But what I really like about them is they came in this beautiful like stainless steel with white on the inside set, and they're ceramic. So the way ceramic works is it doesn't get scratched the way non-stick does. It's really easy to clean, it's dishwasher safe, and it's really long lasting. And I've been pretty hesitant to talk about the brand because when I first bought it, I think I shared that I had bought them either on TikTok or Instagram or maybe both, and people told me that they had seen people have bad experiences with the brand or with ceramic pots and pans in general. So I've had these now for probably April, May, June, July, August, September, October, November, December. A while. And we've used them, like I said, almost every single day, and I really, really like them. Makes it a lot easier to cook with a lot less oil, which I like because they're naturally non-stick, like ceramic, that's just how it is. Every time we talk about them, people say, why didn't you get cast iron? Because they're heavy and it's just not my style of cooking. These fit in with my lifestyle very nicely, and I really, really like them. So I'll link them below, but yes, we're going to make my favorite sustainable snack, which is popcorn. I switch up my popcorn vessel. I get my popcorn in bulk, and I end up switching up what it's stored in very often. Right now we've got it in an old pickle jar. Well, those were all the things that I put on my list today to talk to you about, sustainable things that I use every day. But honestly, as I was going throughout my day, there were other things I thought of that I didn't have on my list. So if you want to see another one of these videos, let me know in the comments. if you found it helpful, interesting, etc. And don't forget to check out today's sponsor, which is Trademore, a great place to go to get secondhand tech items, which is going to be much better for the planet. And shout out to them for having such a thorough inspection process and only selling things that are 100% passing, because some other places have ranking things that you can do, like you could buy a good condition or an excellent condition, and I just feel like they should all be excellent condition. Anyway, if you are purchasing any tech this year, make sure you purchase it secondhand, and make sure you check out Trademore. I'll have them linked at the top of the description for you. And remember, until next time, you cannot do all the good that the world needs, but the world needs all the good that you can do. Also, the sun is not on my side. I'm sorry I look like a glowing angel, but go by the end of the day. Okay. Also, I watch on Natural Vegan because I love like a realistic approach to like this lifestyle, or you know, any lifestyle kind of thing. I just like how she approaches content. And at the end of all her videos, she like puts a little pause and then she like gives like her personal take on things or talks about her personal life. I'm not gonna steal that from her, but at this moment, I just wanted to tell you that. Madison and I started rewatching Scandal, 7 seasons of 20 episodes. It's been great. That's what we're gonna go do right now.